Hi, doing a quick review of the Powermatic 2 tobacco rolling machine. See if you can see that there. I already have it plugged in and set up because I just got done rolling about 3 or 4 packs, which took me between 10 to 15 minutes while I was doing some other things and multitasking at the same time. So, just going to show you a couple quick basics that it came with. This is a removable tray, which you can use. You don't have to. There's a switch on the back. It turns it on. If you get a jam, the jam red light will come on. If that happens, there is a stick here. There's also a nylon cleaning brush and then a regular brush to brush the loose tobacco that gets stuck. Tends to get stuck with static electricity pretty well, and it's hard to get it cleaned up. I personally don't like to use this tray, and I don't think it's quite as clean, so I just use this tray that I had. Standard box of tobacco cigarette tubes is 1 carton, 200 tubes. I have, let's count them there, 14 empty tubes ready to go. So I'm going to show you a quick demonstration with those. It really doesn't take very long. They do say you're not supposed to pack it down with something like this, but it tends to work better for me. You just want to make sure that they're not packed too tightly or the airflow will not get through, and then you won't have a good cigarette. You don't want it to be too loose or it'll be falling apart. And then it'll be burning you as well, or it'll be a fire hazard. So you do want to experiment and get used to it to find out what works for you. Some people, it's better not to pack it down. Other people, it is. You just kind of have to get the knack for it. Probably took me about 2 days, and then I had a pretty good routine going. Now I pretty much fly through them. To do the video, it might be a little slower for me, honestly, though, because of trying to hold the phone video camera and then doing this at the same time. And then we like menthol. I just get a bag of the Rave when we can afford to get the more expensive pack. It's already cigarette tobacco that's more fine ground than pipe tobacco. And this tobacco tastes pretty much exactly like the name brand cigarette Rave that you would buy. Now, because my review videos tend to be a little long-winded and lengthy, I did already get this ready to try and speed things up a little bit, since I haven't learned how to shut up yet. So all I did to put that on is just slid that right on there. I take this, I lightly pack it down, but not too tight, and push the trigger down. Done. If it gets stuck like that, just kind of, I can't really hold the camera and do it. I just slide my fingers over and pinch the end of the tube and straighten it back out, slide it around in a circle, and it'll go on there. Usually you don't end up losing the tube with this machine, which is nice. Make sure you never have your hand or your arm in front of this. The blade is sharp and it will cut you. And almost done with all of those, but I need a little bit more tobacco. We've got 2 more to go, so I do need to add just a tiny bit more. And that's it. Those are all done. And they're packed pretty firmly. Once you put them in your pack, you can still pack them down like normal, but as you can see, they're not flimsy, they're not falling apart. They're packed all the way down to the filter, but you can still get airflow through them. They're not too loose. Tobacco's not really falling out, just a piece or two when I'm squeezing there, but that's it. Very, very convenient, easy, quick machine. I have had this now, I'd say probably about 9 months, and I've only ever jammed it, even as a novice in the beginning, learning how to use it properly, maybe about 3 times. So no complaints here. I definitely recommend the product, and it is the Powermatic 2. Very simple to use, and when you're all done, this plug just comes right out. I put it in a box there for easy storage, plus I have kids, so I lock it up. That way I don't have to worry about any hazards with them getting into anything. So hopefully this helps someone, and it's a little shorter and not as long-winded. I promise I will keep working on it, trying to shorten the length of my videos and try not to talk as much. Have a good night, everybody.